going into the health facilities very often. They can't go to school. They can't be active as a normal child should be. So we are here to bring you information based on sickle cell disease in children. Sickle cell disease in children. Sickle cell disease, SCD, is a group of inherited blood disorders. Abnormal hemoglobin is produced. Red blood cells become hard and sticky and get stuck in small blood vessels, resulting in pain and other serious complications. There are several types of SCD, some more severe than others. Let's look at the different types. There are several types. There are several types of sickle cell disease a person has depends on the genes they inherit from the parents. People with SCD inherit genes that contain instructions or code for abnormal hemoglobin. So this states that your red blood cells, it isn't shaped normal, and because of the shape, because of the abnormal shape, it causes aches and pains in the body, in different parts of your body, your back, your belly. And that pain, I have seen and heard of persons that suffer from sickle cell disease. That pain, sometimes they feel like they are going to die. They feel like it doesn't have no tomorrow. And it is very hurtful to see persons suffer from this sickle cell disease.
There are several types, as Princess may have mentioned. Some of the types are a homozygous sickle cell disease. People who have this form of sickle cell inherits two genes, one from each parent, that code hemoglobin S. Hemoglobin S is an abnormal form of hemoglobin that causes the red cells to become rigid and sickled shaped. This is commonly called sickle cell anemia and is usually the most severe form of the disease. Hemoglobin sickle cell C. People who have this form of sickle cell inherit a hemoglobin S gene from one of the parents and a gene from a different type of abnormal hemoglobin called C from the other parent. This is usually a milder form of sickle cell D. HBS beta thalassemia. Now, that is a hemoglobin that causes symptoms similar to cases of sickle cell and is less severe. People who has this form of sickle cell inherit a hemoglobin S gene from one parent and a gene from the beta, and another type of the hemoglobin abnormality is from the other part of their parents. Now, there are two types of the beta thalassemia. One is 0 and the other is beta. Those with this sickle cell disease usually have a severe form and causes it tends to cause a lot of pain and form more of the anemic sickle cell disease. A compound heterozygous condition results from the inheritance of betas from one parent to another, and this can cause anemia. It can cause tiredness, weakness, pale skin, poor appetite, repeated infections, abdomen swelling, and slow growth. With sickle cell and the three different types of several heterozygous and homozygous diseases I just listed, they can also affect major organs. Some major organs could be the kidney. It can cause kidney damages. It can even cause blurred vision or an entire damage to the eye, and multiple other organ failures.
You have a caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Princess and Kenisha.
Good morning, Empress.
How are you all doing?
Good.
Well, into the program. You know, we are not able to step and listen much, but I am just calling in here. I have some clients here at Nature Church who want to say good morning to you all. I want to say good morning to Princess and Kenisha. Right,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, the whole of Nature Church is saying good morning. And I know today your discussion is about sickle cell in children or children with sickle cell. All right? I don't know how much information you all gave out thus far. Did you all do much?
We just finished with the several types of sickle cell.
Ah, excellent. You are doing well. So the persons out there heard there are many different types of sickle cell disease, and there are some that are more affect children more than the other. So you need to understand what is happening with your child. But the most important thing is not knowing your child has sickle cell. It is how you treat with sickle cell, because sickle cell is an inherited disease which you inherit either from one parent or both parents. All right? Sometimes a parent has a trait, both. So I always make it like this. I say a trace and a trace make a road. Because when two parents have sickle cell trait, 1 + 1 make 2. So I call it a road instead of trace. All right? That means the child has gotten it full blown because both parents have this blood issue. And if something is genetic, sometimes you can change something that is genetic. But what you can do, you can manage it so that that child can live a long and rewarding life. Because when you are sick, I work as a nurse at our nation's largest hospital, which is Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex. And I've seen many times young children would have come into the ward, and even teenagers. We have the young ones who would be in the Reddy Fitzwilliams Hospital. That's the children's department. And then we'd have the children who are like 16 years of age in the adult ward. And they would suffer tremendously. And when I would speak to them or ask them what they do, they eat and drink everything. And then when the parents would come in and I would say to them, have you cleansed these children's blood system? Well, they don't even know what that is about. And when the blood has become acidic, they go into what is called crisis. And that crisis causes them to be in great pain and discomfort. It even causes sores and other issues with these children. And you don't want to have your young children not being able to attend school. As I always say, remember, the children of today are the adults of tomorrow. They are the prime ministers, they are the presidents, they are the teachers, they are the principals, they are the nurses, they are the doctors, they are the bus driver, they are the maintenance person, they are the housewife, they are the mother, they will be the fathers of our nation. And if we have unhealthy children, it equalizes an unhealthy nation. And soon we'll have to adopt children from other countries and people if we lose our young people. So I'm saying to those folks who are listening, you parents, stop giving children things that you think that they want, but give them what is required. Healthy lifestyle habits. They could have some little things, but mostly give them fruits so that they will become accustomed to these things. You cannot have a child who is 16 or 17 or even 12 or 13 and then trying to break out these habits. So these habits have to be made from day one. The nurturing of their lifestyle has to be embedded into their minds from early so that they will grow into knowing healthy lifestyle is what it's all about, and that will equalize a very, very rewarding life. So thank you so much, Princess and Kenisha, for your time and the listening Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Empress Judy of Nature's Touch. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Empress.
Thank you, Empress. So thank you, Empress, for your input. Thank you for calling in. And listeners and viewers, please do not let Empress good words go through one ears and go through the other. Right? So I believe that the parents, the guardians, whoever is in charge of the child, they are responsible for how a child grows up to eat and drink, what they like and what what they doesn't like, right? Because a child, most of the time, a child will eat what they see their parents eating. And most of the times, a parent, as big as they are, they do not like fruits, they do not like vegetables, and because they lack these vitamins and minerals that they are supposed to be getting, the child grew to not liking those stuff. So parents and guardians, we are advising you to please give the children what their body need, what their body supposed to get, so they would not develop this sickle cell disease. And when you have a disease in your body, when you have one type of disease in your body, it causes other organs in your body to malfunction. Other organs in your body do not work as they are supposed to. So come on down to Nature's Touch, and we have a wonderful body healer that works wonderful to keep this sickle cell. We have a call on the line. Good morning, caller.
Calling from Shabonas, just calling to say enjoying the program. I was introduced to this by a friend, and I was just saying, I like to see how to have younger people like myself conducting this kind of program.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller, and good morning to the persons out there in Shabonas. Thank you for listening and viewing us this morning. As I was saying, come on down to Nature's Touch and get your wonderful body healer. This body healer, I have seen this body healer work for every single thing, and I have seen it work for persons with sickle cell disease. It helps keep their symptoms under control. They do not have to visit the
healthcare
facility on previous times regularly. So it works. It keeps this disease under order. It doesn't remove it, because remember, it's already there in your DNA. So it doesn't get rid of the disease, but it keeps it under control. The numbers.
We are located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barrett's area. Again, that's 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barrett's area. The numbers to call to book your appointment today is 310-8671 or 364-4464. Again, those numbers are 310-8671 or 364-4464.
Sickle cell treat. People who live sickle cell, people who have sickle cell trait, SCT, inherit a hemoglobin S gene, one that codes for hemoglobin A, from the other parent. People with SCT usually do not have any signs of the disease. However, in rare cases, a person with SCT may develop health problems that occurs most often when there are stress on the body, such as when a person becomes dehydrated or exercises. Additionally, people who have SCT can pass the abnormal hemoglobin S gene on to their children. So you see, sickle cell has there's a lot of different traits, different types of sickle cell, but no matter what trait you have, no matter what kind of sickle cell disease you have, we at Nature's Touch are trained, we are skilled to take care of this disease. We are trained to keep it under control so that your parents, your guardians, do not have to continuously keep running with you in the healthcare facilities and sitting there on benches for hours and then for nothing to be done. So please come on down to Nature's Touch and get your wonderful body healer. Come on down on Nature's Touch and go on our 90 NLS body analysis, because we do not just give you a body healer because we say you need a body healer, or because we say a body healer works for sickle cell. We put you on the 90 NLS and we scan your body and we show you what is going on with the blood cells. We are able to show you how to read the machine, so you don't think we are talking things that are not facts.
Some signs and symptoms of sickle cell disease. Now, before I get started, if you or your child or anyone you know of has these symptoms or already has the sickle cell disease, we are here to encourage you to visit Nature's Touch. Call and book your appointment. Come on down and take care of your health. You are never too young to take care of yourself, and you're definitely never too old to be in good health. We also have, aside from the body healer that works wonders for the sickle cell disease, so far we have been saying that the anemia from the sickle cell disease is a blood condition. And we also have the colon cleanse. Yes, it's named colon cleanse, but it cleans your entire body system. It cleans the blood cells, red and white blood cells, and gives you a relief on a lot of toxins that you may or may not know that you have in your body system. So the first symptoms will be anemia. This is the most common symptom, having fewer red blood cells, which causes the anemia, and it makes a child pale or tired. So parents, your child could or may be suffering from sickle cell and you are not aware, or they may be generating it now that they are growing older and their cells are growing and everything is stretching, and you may call your child lazy or just lazy. It doesn't want to do anything. They come home from school or they come home from classes and they just go straight to bed and they be tired, or they just not doing anything, not moving as usual, not helping around in the house. It is better to investigate all the symptoms or all that is going on before calling or automatically assuming that the child is lazy, because the child could be anemic and suffering from sickle cell disease. Right. Jaundice, yellowing of the skin, the eyes, and the mouth. This is also a common symptom, and the sickle cells don't live as long as the normal red blood cells. They die faster and the liver can filter them out, but this still causes a lot of pain and a lot of discomfort to the child's body. The third symptom would be a pain crisis or a sickle cell crisis. This is when sickle cells move through the small blood cells and they can get stuck. This blocks the blood vessels and causes sudden pain that could happen any and everywhere in the body, but most often occurs in the chest, the arms, and the legs. Babies and younger children may have a painful finger or a painful toe or even a swollen finger and toe, and blocked blood flow may cause tissue death. The fourth symptom is acute chest syndrome. Now, this is when the sickle cell sticks together and blocks the oxygen flow in the tiny vessels of the lungs. This can be extremely deadly, and it often occurs suddenly when the body is under stress from an infection, a fever, a fluid loss, Fluid loss meaning dehydration. As we are speaking about dehydration, we would advise you as the parents and the children to drink water as often as possible during the day. Dehydration can cause a lot of symptoms leading up to the sickle cell. Not only sickle cell, but it can cause kidney infection, lung infection, whatever you may think. And these days the weather is dealing with us very dreadfully. A lot of us may think I am feeling okay, and I don't think I need to drink anything. Please stay hydrated, because if you don't get a heat stroke, you would end up with acute chest syndrome.
I don't mean to cut you across, but I am getting someone that is calling. I believe that is someone that is viewing or listening to the program right now. I cannot take the call. I will get back to you as soon as we finish off air, but as of right now, I cannot take that call. You could probably try calling the other numbers, which Kanisha will share with you in a short while.
Before continuing, I'll just call the other number so you could call them. The other number to call is 364-4464. Again, that's 364-4464. You can also call 398-8282. The last but not least of the symptoms will be a splenic or pooling syndrome. This is where the spleen becomes enlarged and painful, and the sickle cells get stuck and build up under the spleen. The more the sickle cells get stuck and build up under the spleen, the more the spleen spreads, becomes larger than it's supposed to be, and causes pain on your abdominal area. This causes fewer red blood cells to move, and it can cause a sudden drop in the hemoglobin and can be extremely deadly.
Thank you, Kanisha, for that whole lot of information and explanation. Listeners and viewers, we are not telling you, we are giving you these symptoms and this information, but we are not telling you to self-diagnose yourself. Yes, you may see some of these symptoms on your children or your child, your niece, your nephew. You may see these symptoms, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they have sickle cell disease. It means that they need to clean their body and prevent themselves from developing these traits, because they probably have a trait, and that's why you're probably seeing these symptoms showing up in their eyes and their pale skin and all these other stuff. We are almost out of time. Don't forget to call us at Nature's Touch to book your appointment. Thank you for joining us this morning. This program is for the youths, for the children, for the growing adults, but parents, guardians, elders, persons that are listening over the age of 18, you are also welcome at Nature's Touch, because it is not just for young or old. It is for everyone to take care of themselves, to boost their body, to keep your health in perfect shape, and to cure any illness or disease in your body.
Youths, remember to eat healthy, get enough sleep, and drink water. I am Kanisha alongside Princess. Thank you for listening. Again, another second and fourth Saturday. Remember, our numbers to call to book the appointment is 310-8671 or 364-4464. We are located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Thank you for listening.
As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the street, 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081